From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. And starting in this one, it's Walker-Buehler. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Fought off foul. Off the mark there. Now 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Left fielder,
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Lindor gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The throw to second, on to first in time. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Juan Soto.
Could be a big moment for him right here. He's sitting on 999 hits. One away from adding a comma to that total.
And that is his 1,000th major league hit. A nice moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good. You know that number's in front of you for a long time, and you can't get there fast enough. Good for him.
Here's Pete Alonso.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
So 2 on with 2 away. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Dives, but it's off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1-0. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-1. That one is upstairs.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
In the air, center field. Sykes moving under it, and that'll do it. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 1 and the Red Sox coming up. Back here in Boston, and today's starting pitcher, Holmes. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Alex Bregman.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
David Hamilton, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
1 out, bases empty. That hits the dirt, and the count 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Man aboard, and here is Devers, 7th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That's off the inside corner. Going to count 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On the ground to short, Lindor. Tosses to first, and Devers is set down.
Batting forward, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs. And that one is lifted in the air. And it falls. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
So 2 down. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Wilyer Abreu stands in now, looks at that one inside. And he grounds one to the right side. McNeil throws to first in time. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Jose Siri. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Siri hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one the other way. He's there. He's got it. One down. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Hit in the air out to center field. Sykes gets under it. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting ninth, catcher Kevin Parada.
So up next, Kevin Parada. Tied him up inside with that one.
0-1's the count.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Abreu makes the play, and that is that. We go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Blake Sabol. Holmes back to work. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a pop-up. McNeil makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So stepping in for Boston, Philip Sykes, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That's to third. Beatty to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right side. Reaching down, makes the catch. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. All tied 1-1. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
Swing and a ground ball. And he handles it himself for the out. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. He hit into a double play his first time up. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first. Nicely done for the out. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
And it's even up. And misses inside. And that misses. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He sends it out of here. And the Mets jump in front. It's 3-1. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Up the middle, Lindor on the run, sends it over to first, and safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single. And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. A single and a run scored and a walk.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
1-0.
Duran aboard here at first with nobody out. That just misses. And now 2-0.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Hit on the ground to short. And it gets by him.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Devers getting ready to hit. That clips the corner.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that one is inside. And a count 1-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that is a big first out. Alex Bregman, the next to hit, singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that one fouled off. On the ground, could be two. To second, there's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Winker.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That was blasted to the moon. Third home run of the season. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. 0 for 1 so far. Yeah, big swing and a miss. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Matt Moore getting loose out there. Bernardino also getting ready.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on there.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and they don't get an out on the play. So a man at first, and now it's going to be Brett Beatty. He's 0 for 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Outside low, 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, Bregman fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Walker-Buehler will depart. Matt Moore on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kevin Parada will hit next. Fly to right his first time. And there's a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one misses. And 1-1. One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. And delivers outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one is lifted in the air. Sykes sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 4.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Lindor, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
1's the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Sable gathers, throws to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 5 and the Red Sox 1. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it and got the ground ball.
And next for the Red Sox, Abreu. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
McNeil gets it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now here is Blake Sable. Flied out his first time. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down 5-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. Moore, a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2007. And that's down, a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Juan Soto now.
Soto.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck back there. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He made him pay for that one. His 24th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 7-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, called strike.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now here's Jeff McNeil. On the ground, out to short. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Two down, base is empty. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 5th. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
To the right side, Bregman handles. Over to first, and Winker is set down. And that is the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Philip Sykes.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. That one finds the zone. 0-1. The Mets up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Durant up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. They're down 7-1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one ripped to left. Puts it away for the out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Now here is Brett Beatty. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Foul ball. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, catcher Kevin Parada.
Kevin Parada up now for the Mets. Down low, it kicks away. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Baden, the runner at second with one away. Out towards left center. Sykes sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sykes settles under this one, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 7 and the Red Sox 1. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton.
Shortstop, David Hamilton.
Holmes back to work. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman Rafael Devers.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. And there's a foul ball. The Red Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. Bregman hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. To third. Beatty to first, and they get Bregman for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching.
Brennan Bernardino taking over on the mound.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And a pitch. Ball one there.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in there.
He's in there. All over that one right there. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
So man aboard. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. And that one fouled off.
One ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. No outs, runner over at third. Next offering misses down and away. That one not close. Counts full, 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the dirt, no advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 1 away. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. And that is out of play. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one almost got him. On the ground to first, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 7 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Young.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And down on strikes, and there's 1 down. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu has grounded out a couple of times. Late swing, foul to the left. Swings through the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The Mets up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batter.
Blake Sable up next for the Red Sox. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Fouled off left side. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And that's the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Check swing, and that's a ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Beatty at the plate now as he chases after that one.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And there's a ball. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Hit in the air, left field. Durant makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Center fielder, Phyllis Heights.
And first offering is fouled off. They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
Grounds 1 to short. Lindor on to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, first baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
And here is Romy Gonzalez. Out to short. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. That misses, and it's 1-0. Line drive, and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Duran leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Austin Adams.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Parada stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. In the air, left field, Duran. Under it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. First pitch swinging. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Liam Hendricks preparing to come on if needed. And that one in the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. And it hits off the monster. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Man at second here with 2 away. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and he hit him.
That ball got him.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
In the dirt, and it's 1 and 2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 7 and the Red Sox. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jose Butto.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In the
Ball
dirt,
one.
and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
ball,
ball.
two
Try to go
strikes.
again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Baden on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. That's to third. On to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
So the Red Sox down to their final out. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
One strike away. And that's
That's ball
downstairs. And that's ball 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.